Thank you. Yeah, of course. I think it was an exciting match to play and be a part of. It was many fun rallies and fun shots, and of course disappointing in the end that it didn't go my way. But that's how it goes. It's Carlos stepped up when he really needed to, especially in the third set. It was close to going my favor. I had some set points and couldn't take care of them, and he just played too good on those points. So we've seen it many times before. He steps up when he needs to, and when it's close, he pulls out great shots. So he's all credits to him. But at the same time, I'm proud of the match, and the 2 weeks I gave it all. I left it all out on the court and played some phenomenal tennis throughout the 2 weeks. Probably my best tennis ever on this surface. So I'm very happy in the end. So we'll hopefully get another chance at a slam in the future.
As a reminder, name and affiliation before your question.
Casper, Craig Gabriel, 9 Radio Australia. Was the turning point when you didn't clinch one of those 2 break points? Because it looked like Carlos was losing a bit of energy, and then suddenly he got a second wind when you weren't able to convert those 2 set points.
Yeah, I mean, he played aggressively and well on those 2 break points, and it's, you know, not... when you have a break point, or when it's also a set point in a match like that, it's easy to think, you know, just put the ball in and see what happens. And then I was maybe a bit too passive on the first one. I hit my return a bit short, and Carlos, you know, stepped in and ripped the forehand, came to the net and hit a beautiful volley. So I should maybe have gone for a little bit more, but yeah, you can say that might have been, that was the set that maybe decided the match. It was 1 set each, very close and long third set, and I played a horrible tiebreak, unfortunately. Too many mistakes, and sort of couldn't get those, I guess, set points out of my head. So it was unfortunate, and then in the fourth set, it's easier for him, I guess, to step up energy-wise when you have a 2-1 set, 2 sets to 1 lead. And I think he served great in the fourth set. I had no chances to break him. He hit the spots and lines after lines with the serve, so I think that was also a key that he won the fourth set. He was serving great, and of course that 1 break I couldn't get it back.
Casper, Matt Futterman from the New York Times. I'm curious how you sort of think of this situation in the big picture, where he's number 1 and you're number 2, and you know you're not too far in age from him. When you have that situation, do you go back now with your father and the rest of your team and think of, okay, what do I have to do to get past this guy specifically, or is he now sort of the bar that everybody sort of shoots for?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly impressive what he has achieved already as a teenager. It's sometimes hard to believe that he's only a teenager, but yeah, he is. He's more than 4 years younger than myself, so it's incredible. And I think I've said it at least before, that he's one of these few rare talents that comes up every now and then in sports, and that's what it seems like. Let's see how his career develops, but it's going in all the right directions. So he has shown incredible fighting spirit and will to win. He was down a match point a couple matches ago, and was able to turn around and then end up winning the tournament. So you can also say that he's been not fortunate, because he deserves to win the tournament, but things have also kind of went in his favor sometimes, to put it this way. And he's riding that wave, and at the moment he's the best player in the world in my eyes. He deserves that spot, and I'm happy that we played each other in the final, that we played for the title and the world #1 spot. And I think it's deserving that after great results, and both of us having good results throughout the year, we are 1 and 2 in the rankings tomorrow. So I'm very proud of being number 2, and in a way it's a good thing, because I can still chase the last spot, and there's only 1 more spot to conquer, but it will be tough for sure.
Casper, James Gray, iNews. you and Carlos had quite different routes to the final in terms of how much you played and the times of day. How conscious were you coming in that he had played 3 5-setters in 6 days, and were you thinking, let's take this deep, let's see if what he's got left in his legs?
Yeah, I tried. That was a thought for sure, knowing that he had played more hours than myself and finishing late many days or after his matches. So, but yeah, he's young, and I guess he recovers fast, and he still looked fresh as ever on this match today. So, not gonna say it's a surprise because he's a strong guy. He works hard. He does all the right things. But it's impressive that he's come from behind some matches and played 4 and 5 hour matches and still has that energy to keep going. So it's all creds to him. His team, they know everything. They do everything in the right ways. I think he also has help from, I believe, Doctor, who's also helped Rafa for many years, so he knows what he's doing, and he's been able to keep Rafa's body fresh and ready for many Grand Slams. So he has good help, and he does all the right things. So it's impressive for sure.
Reem?
Hi Casper, congrats on a great tournament. Rima Bouleli, Sport.com. Casper, you spoke the other day about the experience of playing your first Grand Slam final in Paris and how there were certain things that you were experiencing for the first time. I'm wondering, how are you feeling today on the court? What was the experience like for you, and were there nerves before? Was it less? Was it more than Paris?
It was nerves, but I still thought I was the underdog in a way because of Carlos, and he's on paper high ranking and all these things. But it was more fun today for me. I didn't need to play the biggest idol of my life on the biggest match of my life, so it was sort of easier for me to believe that I could win. And yeah, it was a lot of, as I said in the beginning, it was a lot of fun and exchanges and rallies, and I was able to win a couple of those, so it was better atmosphere, and I think also hopefully a more fun match to watch for the crowd. And crowd there in New York have been amazing. They treat all the players well, and even though I lost, I still felt like a champion during these 2 weeks, and still do in a way. So I'm very, very happy to have performed well in front of this crowd.
Casper, Jerry Maserati, New Yorker Magazine. Francis Tiafoe said the other night he'd never seen a player that moved like Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that way? And if you do feel that way, does it force you to redline more? Does it force you to... How does it change your game?
A little bit, yeah. It's like when someone asks about player's biggest weapon, for instance, you tend to think, forehand, backhand, serve, whatever it is, but sort of his movement is one of his many weapons, of course, and it makes us other players feel like you need to paint the line, sort of, to be able to hit a winner, and sometimes even that's not enough. So he's very fast, he's very quick, he's a great mover, and he can, get to balls that we've probably never seen before. But you have other great movers as well. I mean, this game has become so physically demanding that, and all the players in the top of the world, they do the right things to improve always. And the speed and the agility of the players, I think, are just improving. And the physical aspect is has been. Not changed, but it has improved by everyone, and I think Novak and Rafa and also Federer, I think they kind of set the bar on how well you can move out there. And Rafa, when he was Carlos' age, he was also similar. He tracked down everything, and almost no one can hit a winner on him. And Novak the same with his flexibility. He gets to certain shots that you think like, how is that even possible? And Carlos sort of has a sort of mixture of both. He's fast and also flexible. He can slide around, so it's impressive. And yeah, he's hard nut to crack.
Hi Casper, Elena Crooks from Press Association. What has the French Open and this tournament taught you about what you need to do to take that next step and win one of these titles?
Well, I think obviously if you reach a Grand Slam final, whoever you play will be a great player on the opposite side of the net. In Roland Garros, it was hard for me to believe that I could beat Rafa. Today was not easier, but I believed it more, and I think these two tournaments have sort of made my self-belief to win a Grand Slam grow, and hopefully these two experiences can help me. And I hope I don't play a Spanish player if I ever reach another Slam final. They know what they're doing in the Slam finals, so let's hope for another than a Spanish.